Hi everyone, welcome back to She's Making Something, and today I'm going to show you how I fold a flapping paper crane. Let's get to it. So I was first taught how to fold cranes by my dad. He lived in Japan for a few years before going to college. And whenever I was bored sitting in church, he would take the paper program and fold me a crane, and I would just sit there and play with it all throughout church. Eventually, after paying attention, I learned how to fold them myself, and now when my kids are bored in church, I take the paper program and I fold them some flapping cranes. I've folded a lot of cranes before. I actually have a 1,000 crane project that I started. And that uses a basic, simple, easy crane folding technique because you're folding 1,000 of them, so you want to do it quick. The way my dad taught me has a few extra steps, and though I think it takes a little longer, it does create some sharper, cleaner lines and a more precise looking crane at the end. So you could have square papers, fancy square origami papers like these ones. But normally when I'm folding the cranes, I have whatever paper's in front of me. So this would be like a paper program that's folded in half and it has speakers and the songs, or if you're sitting in a school program, it's got like theater acts written out on it and things like that. You do need a square piece of paper. If you already have a square piece of paper, feel free to skip ahead. If you don't, your first step is to take your rectangle and turn it into a square. And we do that by folding it into a triangle, lining up this corner very precisely, lining up on this edge very straight. And that'll make a square, so we gotta take this piece off. When I'm out and about, I don't normally have scissors with me. So you just fold it down, lining up this corner here. Folding that so it lines up just right. I use my fingernail to press down this line and make it really sharp. And once I have the line one way, I fold it back, press it down, and we go back and forth a few times to weaken the paper right along this line. And now it should tear quite nicely with some gentle pressure. Do not rip it fast. Gentle pressure to rip the fibers right where I have weakened it. And ta-da! Now I have a square piece of paper out of any program or flyer or poster that was handed to me. So let's get folding. So we already have our diagonal line for making our square, but let's do it again and diagonal the other way. We have our X, now we make the plus sign. First one way, and then the other. Taking time to line up corners and edges. You can go fast, but you get a cleaner bird if you go nice, slow, and careful. So this is where most people would take this and turn it into your basic bird base. I was taught to add a few more folds before we get to that point. So each of these corners, I'm going to fold it in to the diagonal line on one side and on the other, like you would if you were making a paper airplane. Unfold it, and we're going to do that again for all the other corners. Find our diagonal, fold in this corner to line just like a paper airplane. Like I said, I know there are faster ways to do this, like I did with my 1,000 crane project. Doing these few extra folds make it easier to line things up in the future. I haven't seen any other origami books or tutorials that do these extra folds, but this is the way my dad taught me, so that's the way I'm sticking with. So once we have our crazy paper all lined up like this, we're gonna start at the bird base. Right here where these lines intersect with this one, that's where we're gonna fold it in. And again on this side, this line up to this intersection right here, fold that in and take our time to really straighten out those lines. And we do it again with these ones. Fold it into the intersection. And every time I would make it when I was little. Alrighty, I wanted to show you guys something first. Whenever I was bored and I was using this to pass time, I would always just have this as a diamond and I'd pretend to have this giant diamond on my finger. It always amuses me every time. But we're gonna take two sides that are opposite of each other and we're gonna fold them in. So one section of our diamond goes in, the other's flat, in, and then flat. And then we have your bird base. With all the pointy ends pointing down at me, this is a flat side. Fold it up to make a boat. Flip it over, do the exact same. Make a boat. And now I flip this open and it kind of looks like a crazy fox. Flatten down these ear points here. And now this part folds up. Flip it over. Do it again. And this is again where some of those extra folds, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a fold line here from earlier. I'm gonna take this inner piece, while pinching these shut, I'm gonna pull it out until it lines up with that crease, and then push these down. And do the same thing on the other side. I have my two flaps and the inner piece, pull out the inner piece, show on the side, pulling it out so it lines up with that crease, and then flatten that down. And this is where I usually choose one side to be the head. And today I picked this side. So I'm gonna open it up and push down the nose and then refold it with the nose sticking out like that. So because this side's the head and this side's the tail, my wings are gonna go this way. So again, that crease line that we had earlier, I'm gonna fold the wing down on a diagonal right on that crease line. Most cranes, you fold it straight down or straight out. But to make it flap, you have to fold the wings at a diagonal. And just like that, it's done. They're cute because they can stand on their own, but if you want to make it flap, you pinch this bottom corner right here, grab the tail. It helps if you fold the wings up, and then just gently pull the tail out towards you. And then once they have flapped once, there they go. Again, normally when I make this for my kids, this paper is covered in all sorts of typed writing or pictures or whatnot, and so it's usually a very artistic looking crane. If they're super bored, I'll take this piece that I ripped off and fold a bunch of other tiny little squares out of it. Rip it on this line, do it again, and I'll fold a bunch of little mini flapping cranes for them to all play with. So they usually have a mom and like 3 babies that they play with. So that is how I fold my paper cranes, or the Flappy Birds, as my younger one calls it. My dad taught it to me, I will teach it to my daughters, and maybe someday when they're bored in church, they'll fold them for their kids too, and we can pass this along generation by generation. But if you're bored and your kids are bored at an event, learn how to do this, and it'll entertain them for at least 10 minutes. You're welcome. This is She's Making Something. Thanks for watching.